Shalom, shalom, shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and salutations to the Akim out there, spreading this truth like wildfire in all truthfulness and in all sincerity. And shalom to the rest of the hopeful elect out there. Alright, I got this is gonna be like a World War III update, and got some news for y'all. First one is this. Translate. Urgent. Iranian foreign minister says the button has been pressed. It seems like the conflict in the Middle East has reached the point of no return. And let me get Second Ezra's Salakia, chapter 15, verse 30. Also, the Carmanians, raging in wrath, shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood, and with great power shall they come, and join battle with them, and shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians. Then what's going to happen next? Verse 31. And then shall the dragons of Arabia, have the upper hand, remembering their nature, and if they shall turn themselves, conspiring together in great power to persecute them. Verse 32, then these shall be troubled and keep silence through their power and shall flee. Verse 33, and from the land of the Assyrians shall the enemy besiege them and consume some of them, and in their host shall be fear and dread and strife among their kings. Because the Democrats and the Republicans are going to blame each other, man. Because of they're saying there's sleeper cells in the U.S. There's Hamas sleeper cells. Now it could be true, or they could stage a false flag, but either way, some shit is gonna go down, and eventually it is gonna go down for real here in Babylon. I'm trying to mute this. Salakia, aka Assyria, you know. This place is also spiritual Assyria. And the Edomites are spiritually Assyrians, which was a bloodthirsty nation. Esau is the same. So you see this prophecy coming together. The Carmanians are about to start raging in wrath as the and they're about to go forth as the wild boars of the wood. The Carmanians are the Iranians, and with great power shall they come and join battle with them, and shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians. But yeah, the button has been pressed. It seems that the conflict in the Middle East has reached, in the so-called Middle East, has reached the point of no return, because it's really Western Asia. Got another one. A senior Pentagon commander told Al Jazeera, let me look that one up, because there's no link. But copy. and paste it because it could be true, but what it says: the USS Dwight D. Eisenhower aircraft carrier will pass through the Strait of Hormuz and will be deployed as soon as it reaches the waters of the Persian Gulf near Iran. If true, that's another provocation. That's another provocation. Let me see if. Yeah, to the Mediterranean through the Suez Canal. Through the Mediterranean. Ike, which is the USS Dwight D. Eisenhower, will instead travel through the Mediterranean through the Suez Canal to the so-called Middle East to operate in U.S. fleet. It will be the first time a U.S. carrier strike group will be operating in the Middle East since the Ronald Reagan carrier strike group withdrew from the North Arabian Sea after supporting the the evacuation of Afghanistan. When we send them somewhere, we are deliberately sending an incredibly strong signal to our adversaries, but also to our allies and partners about the depth of support and ability of the U.S. military to expeditiously, dynamically respond to contingencies anywhere in the world. That's why we're demonstrating what we're demonstrating today in the Middle East, a senior defense official told reporters on Monday. In addition, amphibious warships USS Bataan, LHD-5, and USS Carter Hall are in the Gulf of Aden approaching the Red Sea as of Thursday. Navy officials confirmed to the USNI News. The other ship in the three-ship Bataan amphibious ready group, the USS Mesa Verde LPD 19, has been operating in the eastern Mediterranean since last week. The collection of ships among the largest mass of U.S. ships in the region in decades will be among the largest mass of U.S. ships in the region in decades, USNI News reported earlier this week. The Air Force has dispatched additional fighter squadrons to the region, while Austin has ordered terminal high-altitude area defense batteries and more Patriot battalions to the Middle East. The move from the U.S. this is what they're saying. It's according to them, right? Are to discourage the conflict from spreading beyond Israel and to support U.S. troops on the ground in places such as Iraq and Syria, as Israeli defense forces consider sending ground forces into Gaza. And they've already started that ground invasion. And 15 U.S. troops in Syria and Al Tanf garrison in Syria, foreign outside. Okay, that's going into something else. But basically, also the French Navy dispatched the Mistral class amphibious warship Tonnerre to join two guided missile frigates already in the eastern Mediterranean, according to Naval News quoting a French Navy spokesperson. The Royal Navy has also sent Bay-class landing ship Dock, RFA Lime Bay, and the auxiliary ship RFA Argus to the region. So, what do the scriptures have to say? There's more info on the ground operation. Hamas's Al-Qassam brigades says it confronted Israeli ground incursion in the Beit Hanun, northern Gaza Strip, Violent clashes taking place on the ground. This is the link to it. And Yemen's Houthis might be entering the war. And knew this. With this is in Turkish, so I gotta translate it. Senior Hezbollah member, with Israel entering the Gaza Strip by land, Hezbollah will launch a military operation against Israel, which all its organizations will participate. So, as you can see, it's about to go down. And U.S. Air Force RC 135V Revet Joint Signal Intelligence Platform Homer 12 is currently headed towards the coast of Israel. It's from these people right here. So, shit's about to go down, man. And yeah, shit's about to go down. Let me get some scriptures on this on let me get these scriptures. Jeremiah 50 verse 45. Therefore hear ye the counsel of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, that he hath taken against Babylon, and his purposes that he hath proposed against the land of the Chaldeans. The Chaldeans. Same thing. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. Verse 46. At the noise of the taking of Babylon, the earth is moved, and the cry is heard among the nations. Also, let me get this right here, because you got the British and French getting involved, man. Jeremiah 49 and 20. Therefore hear the counsel of Yahweh Shemiah Shai, that he hath taken against Edom, and his purpose is that he hath proposed against the inhabitants of Teman, which Germany, I heard something about them also being involved in a way. Teman and Temanites are mainly German, but are mainly the so-called Germans today. But you also have these other tribes of Esau getting involved, man. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them. Verse 21, the earth is moved at the noise of their fall. At the cry, the noise thereof was heard in the Red Sea. There you go. Esau is through. The earth will be moved at the noise of their fall. At the cry, the noise thereof was heard in the Red Sea. And it's the same judgment as Babylon. Notice that. Also, let me look this up right here. Terrible explosion in Iliad. Let me just look this up. Just cause it's a good source for anyone that has Telegram. Subscribe. Hey, join their Telegram. But at the same time, you gotta take it with a grain of salt sometimes. Like I ain't heard nothing about this. Maybe it hasn't come out, but I ain't heard nothing about this. Maybe it hasn't. Hold on, hold on. Let me verify it. How am I stupid, Israel? Come on. Doesn't say nothing yet about it. Well, maybe it'll come out later on. Alright. But anyways, calm, man. They could get involved because he said he was going to get involved. They're an ally of Iran that's down there. But, I definitely see Hezbollah launching a military operation against Israel, in which all organizations will participate, which could potentially, probably gonna bring the U.S. involved in the war, or the least of the flock, drawing them in. So that's gonna lead to Babylon's destruction eventually. It's gonna escalate to that point. But what it's going to lead to first is a military draft. Because first this war will be conventional. And the U.S. is going to need as much troops as possible. So expect a military draft coming soon. And let me get Joel 2 and 20. Joel 2 and 20. But I will remove far from you the northern army, and will drive him into a land barren and desolate, with his face towards the east sea, and his inner part towards the utmost sea. And his stink shall come up, and his ill savor shall come up, because he hath done great things. And then they got another update. See, this is why you should sub to them, because they be bringing out a lot of info. But this is a night vision camera image of Hamas militants from the ongoing clashes in the northern borders of the Gaza Strip. It shows you that. That's why it's good. It's got good info. Take it with a grain of salt, though. But let me show you something else. Babylon shall become as women. Well, Egypt shall become as women. Let me get that. Let me get that video that shows it. Salakia. Let me get that video. Yo.
So I'm not gonna filter this shit because it's gonna be fucking real soon. But the truth is that all the warmongering, hardcore, badass motherfuckers who went and signed up to the support and defend the Constitution and all that good shit, all those motherfuckers, minus a few, are all out of the military. Alright? All you have now is a bunch of motherfucking pussies who signed up for education, who signed up just to fucking get the benefits, who signed up because they didn't really want to fucking go to war. And even if they did sign up to go to war, guess what? Who the fuck is gonna train them to be fucking hard and actually go out and do the job that needs to be fucking done? Alright? That is the fucking state that we're in. You know,
As the brothers are mentioning, he's a possible terror. I could see him being a terror. But listen to what he got to say, man. What he's saying is real shit.
not even to talk about fucking military readiness, because Lord help us all if we actually looked at how many people are supposed to be in the military and how many people we actually have in the military. So, yeah, we're not ready to go to fucking war. Not only that, but we don't have...
Which is why Esau is going to do a draft. But most people ain't qualified. So that ain't going to help them.
the fucking money to go to war. Good morning, America. So I'm not gonna filter this shit because it's gonna be fucking real soon. But the truth is that all the warmongering, hardcore, badass motherfuckers who went and signed up to support and defend the Constitution and all that good shit, all those motherfuckers, minus a few, are all out of the military. Alright? All you have now is a bunch of motherfucking pussies, motherfucking pussies, motherfucking pussies, 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 who signed up for education, who signed up just to fucking get the benefits, who signed up because they didn't really want to fucking go to war. And even if they did sign up to go to war, guess what? Who the fuck is gonna train them to be fucking hard and actually go out and do the job that needs to be fucking done? Alright? That is the fucking state that we're in. You know what? Not even to talk about fucking military readiness, because Lord help us all if we actually looked at how many people are supposed to be in the military and how many people we actually have in the military. So, yeah, we're not ready to go to fucking war. Not only that, but we don't have the fucking money to go to war.
Basically, Babylon, aka spiritual side of the oh, fuck. That's the enemy complaining about the enemy. Because that dude is probably a terror. You could tell. Let me get, let me get that though in Isaiah 19. Isaiah chapter 19, verse 16. In that day shall Egypt be like unto women, and it shall be afraid and fear, because of the shaking of the hand of Yahweh of hosts, which he shaketh over it. There you go, man. They'll be like unto women, man. The mindset of these American troops is not the same. Plus, you got a lot of dudes that think they're females in the military. A lot of, what you call it? A lot of, transformers, you know? A lot of them. So also, literally. And also, Babylon is planning to draft women. And I believe they're eventually going to draft them after they run out of... They don't have enough men. Because they all died because they threw them into a meat grinder. But let me get... Yo, missile attack from southern Lebanon to Israel. Could be. Because Hezbollah did say they were going to get involved. There's gonna be a lot of hold on. Hold on. It could have just happened. Yeah, this place is basically through, and all these people that the U.S. drafts into the war, because there's most likely gonna be a draft. Um, they're gonna be thrown into a meat grinder. Because you're gonna have eventually, you're gonna have Iran joining in. U.S. joins in, you're gonna have Iran joining in, like directly. You're gonna have, you're definitely gonna have, and you're gonna have these other Ishmaelite countries join in. You got these other Ishmaelite countries join in. You're gonna have Turkey join in. You're gonna have we got fighters from Pakistan joining. You're gonna have Russia stepping up to defend Iran. China. Once the U.S. and Iran get into a hot war, no proxy war directly, that's when Russia and China are gonna get involved. That's when also North Korea is a part of that alliance. But you also got this is a World War III update, but you have the shit going on with BRICS. It's about to. It's supposed to go down on January the 1st. Them having a new currency, because you have to remember the MOT to the B gotta come before this shit go nuclear. So you're gonna have you have the ECB, European Central Bank, working on a digital currency. They about to come out with a new step towards a digital currency on November 1st. As all this is going down, and if Iran blocks the Strait of Hormuz, if they block the Strait of Hormuz, that could happen as a result of a war, direct war between the U.S. and Iran. Iran could block the Strait of Hormuz, causing the oil prices to skyrocket, go through the roof. And that's going to affect the economy very negatively. So shit's going to happen that's going to bring about this Jacob's trouble. And the collapse of the U.S. dollar. And the new currency. But which that's eventually is going to lead to this, that mark of the beast. Revelation 3 and 16 down to 18. And he causeth both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand or in their foreheads. Verse 17. And that no man may buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Verse 18. Here is wisdom, let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Well, with that, I want to give, and I'm going to get this too, Revelation 11 and 6. Nah, 11 and 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. The third woe is the third world war. Also, let me get this. Euphrates. Euphrates. Slakia. Euphrates. River drying up. Let me get this. The reasons and meaning, because this is the lead up to World War III. So the kings in the east can come through. The reasons and meaning behind the Euphrates River drying up. 2023 edition. The top reasons the Euphrates River is drying up is low rainfall, along with droughts. Iraq and the surrounding areas also suffer from, they're blaming it on climate change, of course. Ultimately, it's Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And rising temperatures. More than 7 million people are affected by the river drying up. Crops are failing, which has led to around 3,800 families leaving the surrounding villages. In the Christian Bible, which in the scriptures, right? The Euphrates River is significant. When it dries out, it is a sign that the end times are coming. Let me get that scripture. Revelation 16. Verse 12. And the sixth angel poured out his vial upon the great river Euphrates, and the water thereof was dried up, that the way of the kings of the east might be prepared. There you go, man. The Euphrates River is one of the most oldest and most important rivers in the world. A lot of... Matter of fact, let me just get that. This is how it looks now. The Euphrates. It's very dry. And they're saying by 2040, but I say sooner than that. But this is where it's at. It's in Iraq. It's in Syria and Iraq. It's in southern Turkey. It goes from southern Turkey through Syria into Iraq, all the way to the Persian Gulf. But yeah, it's drying up quick. And what comes next is this. Verse 13, the kings of the east, Russia, China, Iran, among others. Those are the big ones. Verse 13, I saw 3 unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon, and out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet. Verse 14, for they are the spirits of devils, working miracles which go forth unto the kings of the earth and of the whole world, to gather them to the battle of that great day of Yahweh Almighty. And the dragon, that's that's the Rome. That's actually represents Esau. The beast, especially the elites of Esau. Okay, the dragon gave him his power, throne. That's the Roman Empire. Out of the mouth of the beast, that's NATO countries. Like, that's the seat of the Roman Empire. Out of the mouth of the beast, that's the NATO countries, slash EU countries. And out of the mouth of the false prophet, that's the Roman Empire. And the seat of the dragon, the Roman Empire, will really rules this modern day Roman Empire, this revived Roman Empire, is these elites. And the Rothschilds, which are mainly based out of London. So the financial sector, because this queendom really is ruled by 3 city-states: the city of London, Washington D.C., and Rome, the Vatican City. So out of the mouth of the beast, okay, that would be because the whore rides the beast, controls the beast, right? So, and the great whore, that's America. So, the whore is America, and capital is D.C. D.C. is the city-state that runs the U.S., which is Babylon. D.C. is that city-state. It's like its own area, but it also runs Babylon, the rest of Babylon. And then the Vatican is also its own area, the Vatican City. That would be the mouthpiece, where the mouthpiece of the false prophet is at. Verse 14, for they are the spirits of devils, working miracles which go forth unto the kings of the earth and of the whole world, to gather them to the battle of that great day of the Most High power, Yahweh Almighty. Verse 15, behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments, lest he walk naked and they see his shame. Verse 16, and he gathered them together unto a place called in the Hebrew tongue Armageddon, which means Mount of the Troops, which also is the valley of Yehoshaphat in Joel 3. There's the same thing going on. Joel 3 and 2. I'll also gather all nations and will bring them down to the valley of Yehoshaphat, and will plead them there for my people, and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and part of my land. And it says Jehoshaphat, that's the anglicized version of that. It's really Yehoshaphat. It says it's also known as Armageddon because of this. Joel 3 and 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Verse 10. Beat your plowshares in the swords, and your pruning hooks in the spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Verse 11, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh. Verse 12, let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Yehoshaphat. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Verse 13, put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come get you down, for the press is full. The fats overflow, for the wickedness is great. Verse 14, multitudes, multitudes in the valley of decision. Yehoshaphat, that's the name, right? In the valley of decision, for the day of Yahweh is near in the valley of decision. So, going back to Revelation 16. Verse 17, and the seventh angel poured out his vial into the air, and there came a great voice out of the temple of heaven from the throne, saying, it is done. Verse 18, and there were voices, and thunders, and lightnings, and there was a great earthquake, such as was not since man were upon the earth, so mighty an earthquake and so great. Verse 19, and the great city was divided into three parts, and the city, which great city is Babylon. And them nukes, that's some nukes hitting, causing that earthquake. Verse 19, and the great city was divided into three parts, and the cities of the nations fell, and great Babylon came before in remembrance before the Most High Power Yahweh, to give unto her the cup of the wine of the fierceness of his wrath. Verse 20, and every island fled away, and the mountains were not found. Verse 21, and there fell upon men a great hail out of heaven, talking about the nukes, talking about the missiles. Every stone about the weight of a talent, and the men blasphemed the Most High Power Yahweh because of the plague of the hail, for the plague thereof was exceedingly great. So this is going to result in that World War III eventually resulting in this. But you notice it's several steps to it. All these countries gotta be gathered into, all these nations gotta be gathered into the valley of Yehoshaphat, and this is the process that is happening. And this is how they're gonna be gathered. This is how they're gonna be gathered by that war, World War III. And then it's going to go nuclear. First it's going to be conventional, and then it's going to go nuclear. And it's a process. That gathering is a process. But eventually, all these countries are going to be involved. Nations does not mean countries, but you know what I'm saying. Nations is bloodlines. Is nationalities, races. For you, if you can get it, even though race goes back to Raj, head, and the true head of all these nations is Yasharallah, the Israelites. But you know what I mean. Nations is different from countries. But it says unto the kings of the earth, right? So the kings of the earth and of the whole world are going to be gathered and they're going to be gathered into the place called in the Hebrew tongue Harmageddon, verse 16. But before the fullness of that prophecy it can be fulfilled, before the fullness of that prophecy can be fulfilled, the MOT to be got to be implemented. Alright? Before it goes nuclear, the MOT to the B prophecy will be fulfilled. You'll be mandated to get the MOT to the B, which is that grain of rice. But with that, in order to buy and sell, you're going to be mandated. You're even going to be thrown. Our temptation is going to be so bad, you're even going to be thrown in a prison Revelation 2 and 10. Fear none of these things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. But with that, I hope this video was edifying. No, it's going to be worldwide. Let me get that. Revelation 3 verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Verse 11. Behold, I come quickly. Hold thou fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. Verse 12. Him that overcometh, hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. Verse 12. Him that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my power, the most high power Yahweh, and he shall go no more out. And I'll write upon him the name of my power Yahweh, and the name of the city of my power Yahweh, which is New Jerusalem, which cometh down out of heaven from my power Yahweh. Now write upon my new name, which is his new title. When you break it down. So people that say, we don't know his new name, see? Yeah. We know his name, we just don't know. We just don't know his new title. Well, with that, I hope this video was edifying. I want to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. And peace and salutations to the Akim out there spreading this truth like wildfire in all truthfulness and in all sincerity. And shalom to the rest of the hopeful elect out there. And shalom, Abba Ball, death to Babylon. Abad La Adawamium, death to these Edomites. Abad La Gawayim, death to these other nations. Abad La Yabim Nawa, death to the rest of our enemies. Why? Well, death to our enemies, which is 2/3 of you so-called black people, Latinos, and Native Americans, and you Israelite foreigners, aka speckled birds. They look like the other nations, but go back to our people that live here in these states, in Babylon the Great. And also, you wicked Israelites scattered to the four corners of the earth, you rebellious Israelites. Y'all gonna be dealt with as well by Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. We're not saying we're gonna do any of these things on our own. Vengeance is Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai's. Vengeance is Yahweh's. Vengeance is Yahweh's. So just when you devils are spying on us and watching our videos and shit like that, make sure to write that down as well. But with that, I hope this video was edifying. Shalom, stay strong, Abba Ball, Wa, and Yashrala forever.